Duh.
Hello, hello. This is Samps. If we zoom in a little, this is my shame, okay? This is my chic collection, I suppose. And there's a lot going on here for someone like me, right? You know, I'm a regular consumer who also makes content. That's kind of how I see it. And I kind of want to narrow this down because it's getting a bit overwhelming for me just to see what I have, right? My plan is not to like toss everything because frankly, I don't have too many people in my life who use blush, bronzer, and highlighter, that kind of thing. And frankly, I do not want to, like if there's a chance I could use it up, I want to use it up. I'm coming to you with bare, broken nails and a dream, and we're gonna see what we can do. If you are new here, consider subscribing. This is the final video, I think, of declutters in my collection. We've done eyeshadows and lipstick. Yeah, check those out if you would like to, and consider subscribing, liking the video if you enjoy it. You know what? Like the video even if you don't enjoy it. Yeah, let's get started. I think I want to start with, and I'm gonna put like timestamps on the video, so if you don't care about bronzer, highlighter, whatever it is that you don't care about, you can just skip over that part. Let's do highlighter. I'm gonna throw myself a bone. Let's do highlighter first. Clearly, I do not have as much highlighter as I have other categories of makeup. But I think we can condense this even further. Definite keep for me is going to be this guy. This guy from Kaleidos. It's the Mars Melter highlighter. And it's this beautiful, I don't know if the lighting is going to let you see how beautiful it is. If I want to do a really spunky, like fun highlighter look for a concert or something like this is what I'm going to go for. I think this is really special and I've been enjoying it very much. I'm not one to wear highlighter all the time, but if I want something, like I'm glad to have this for when I need it. So this is going to be my keep bin, this is going to be my declutter bin, and we'll go from there. Okay, now this Judy Doll highlighter. First of all, the texture of this is a nightmare for me. It's like it's so subtle, and the highlighter is like almost like baseless. It's only sparkle, which can work for some people. I'm not using it. I saved it from a past declutter that I did in the hopes that I would use it as a highlighter, but honestly, even touching kind of like baked products drives me insane. So I'm just gonna see if someone else in my life is interested, because I think this could be a really pretty eyeshadow, but I'm just not using it. So first declutter. Now, this might be insane. This Gucci highlighter in opal pink. It's really pretty, right? I'm just not using it. I'm really not using it. On my skin tone, I just think it doesn't show up on me. It just doesn't show up on me. And I've held on to it because I've been trying to make it work because of the packaging, the price, etc. I see it on other people. I think it's really beautiful. It's just not showing up on me. It's just not working for me. So it's so sad. I will declutter this, but if I can't get someone in my life to take this and I can't donate it, I might keep it as a compact for something else, like a mirror kind of compact, because it's so beautiful. All right, this Odin's Eye highlighter in Gentle Firefly. It's beautiful. Look at this flip. I mean, the truth about this one is that I haven't had the gumption to put it on my face yet. It's really beautiful. I might put this in a separate category that I'm going to call, let me grab a bin for it because this might be too small. This is a third bin that I'm going to, this is a third little tray that I'm going to call a, you know, just a second chance kind of thing. This is a Hail Mary for these products. I'm going to try it one more time, or for the first time. When they re-released the Hella palette, I got this for US purchase, so I just want to give it a shot, and if I don't like it, it's gone. So now, this, the highlighting blush, the Opal Glow Gen Nude highlighting blush, again, doesn't do much for me. Like, I've tried it so many times. I've lied to myself that I like it. It's just too pink. Okay, it's just too pink. I wouldn't use this as a straight blush. I would use it more as a highlighter, and I don't see a purpose for it right now in my life. I got this mini Westman Atelier lit up highlight stick. So this is beautiful, but it's so pretty. But I find that this doesn't really set on me, and I have to set my whole face because I'm just that oily. So if you have drier skin than me, this might be a good shout for you. But something like this makes me look like a disco ball at the end of the day, and I'm just not using it. So, wow. Okay. I don't want to like pat myself on the back for decluttering things because I bought them. This is my fault. So I'm just glad that I may be able to appreciate the things that I have now more because I'm opening up the space. I'm hoping that I don't declutter too much and then feel like, oh, there's gaps in my collection that I have to fill, and then I buy more things and there's no purpose. But I'm hoping that with this I'm able to like see my collection better and get some use out of things that I love but haven't been able to appreciate very much. All right, let's keep moving and we'll do bronzers. All right, these are my bronzers. Let's start with immediate keeps. My favorite bronzer of all time, Gucci in 02. You can see I use this, well, you probably can't see how often I use this because this feels like the never-ending product for me. I use this all the time and it barely looks like, I mean, the embossing is almost gone, but I love this. It's just the perfect shade and the perfect amount of pigmentation for me. Another immediate keep, this Say Dew Bronze in Swim. I should probably swatch these. Let me swatch the Gucci so you can see. It's such a beautiful shade. It's a little rosy, but for my olive warm skin, it doesn't pull like cool at all. So it's really like sun-kissed, a sun-kissed look for me. So again, the Say, definite keep for me. It's the newest bronzer, well, second newest bronzer in my collection, but technically the newest bronzer. I'll explain. It's also a great shade. It's a little more, I like layering these two. I think that they look very well together, look very good together. This just gives a little more impact and this gives a little blur. So it's very nice. Next immediate keep, Trixie bronzer. If you know, you know. This is the shade Sunny Bunny. I really like this. I've used it quite a lot. I do think that it doesn't come with a lot of product, to be honest, but it's lasted me longer than I expected. So it is almost like the cream version of the Gucci bronzer if I want something a little more subtle. And it's different enough from the Say that they have different. This one has more of like a yellow thing going on when the Say is a little bit warmer, has a little more impact. So this one, actually, I'm gonna move on to this because I think I decluttered this a while ago and then I saved it from the declutter bin. I haven't used this since, so I'm gonna let go. It's the, it's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow contour stick, but this is really a bronzer on me. It's a, you know, good enough shade, but it does pull a little more orange than my other options. So and it's a little too balmy for my preference. This is the newest bronzer in my collection, but it is used. Also made sure to clean it. And yeah, I remember I saw this on like a really long time ago in Hot Mess Tom's channel, but also in Lauren May Beauty's channel, and I was obsessed with it. And I think my plan for it is to use it as a blush rather than a bronzer. I think it's really beautiful, and it's gonna look really pretty on my olive skin. So we're keeping. Oh, this next one, it's just too light for me personally. At least when I like blend it out, it doesn't have the impact that I want. So I'm gonna get rid of that. This is in the shade Deserve Butter. This RMS Beauty I also saved from a declutter bin. It's also like a baked kind of situation, and frankly it disappears on my skin. It's a beautiful swatch, but I give up. I've tried, you know, this is this shade Bikini Beach. I started with a lighter shade, then I got a, you know, deeper shade to see if like that's the problem. I still can't, like, it's too subtle for me. We are almost done with bronzers. I'm getting rid of this Milani one. I mean, it's like a pale yellow. I bought the wrong shade, so I'm not gonna insist on it. It's just not working. It's in the shade Dolce. It looks straight yellow on me, so, and like nothing, like this blends out to my skin tone, so there's no point. I'm gonna get rid of this Revolution Cream Bronze. It used to be, this is in the shade Medium. It used to be my favorite bronzer, but ever since then, I've found more emollient, easier to blend cream bronzers like the Trixie and the Say, which is a liquid. I've just not touched this in a very long time. So this one from Lancome is beautiful, and it's in the shade Medium 04. I like it for more subtle days, but it's a little too rosy, and again, blends out to almost nothing. So I'm gonna try it one more time, but it's probably a declutter for me. And again, if no one wants it in my life, I might keep it as a mirror compact because it's so beautiful. Because otherwise it's just gonna go in the trash. And then this one is another situation where I feel like I've used it a lot for more subtle days. I wish it had a little more impact, but the shade is so beautiful that I push through. This is why I sell All Hours Hyper Bronze in 03. In the future, if I could do this again, I would get a deeper shade, but this was so expensive. I'm just gonna keep it around. Let me clean my arm. Okay, full disclosure, I might not swatch every single blush that I have because we will be here forever. I'm just gonna put my bronzers back to open up some space here. And I'm actually going to put my highlighter with it. Yay. All right. Let's start with powder blush. Throw myself a bone. This is supposed to be liquid, this is supposed to be powder. They're a little bit mixed up. So all right, so this is the powder, semi-powder stack. So let's go through some immediate keeps. This is my favorite category personally, so not a lot is going to go away. So the REM blush in Jupiter Moon, love this. I love a very red terracotta orangey kind of leaning blush. This is very good for me. Now this is, I'm trying out these juicy ones. And I like them. I just find that they're too similar. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to keep, I'm going to keep the more unique of them, which is NO2. I might again keep this, like decide through the ones that I want to keep as compacts, and again, because I'd be wasting the compact. All right, this other definite keeps, House Labs Fire Moon. I haven't worn this as much as I used to, but I want to hopefully use this shade a little more. I want to be able to see what I have, and hopefully being able to see what I have, I'll use this more. I'm gonna swatch just Jupiter Moon or Fire Moon versus Jupiter Moon, just to see if they're, yeah, okay, so this is almost like, they're pretty similar, but if I want something more dramatic, I would go for the REM, and something more subtle, I would go for the House Labs. M Cosmetics, this is Faded Clementine. I don't buy from M Cosmetics anymore, but I love these two blushes. Faded Clementine and Heaven's, they're the Heaven's Glow blushes. This is the shade Rococo. And I think they might be my favorite blushes of all time. Especially Rococo is just so special. It looks really similar on camera, but this is so much rosier and nude. It's like a nude blush that works for my skin tone. I think it's lovely. Okay, I'm gonna throw myself another bone and tell you one that I will get rid of. It's the Gucci, I know. This is Rosy Beige. This is shade 05. I can't, like, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't really show up much on my skin. Like, it's so subtle to the point of like having to pack it on. It's almost like it was instantly hard pan. I've given up. I'm over it. So, all right. This one from MAC is new. This is the Glow Play in Cheer Up. I haven't figured out, I have two of them. I haven't figured out how to use them quite yet. If I want to use them more of like a cream kind of thing, or a powder. I know they're kind of a hybrid, but they're looking a little patchy on me, but I'm definitely not keeping the shade. I was trying to find a pink that works for me. This is too white based, so. But I will be keeping So Natural. It's kind of a different shade for me, and the shade itself looks really beautiful on my cheeks. I just have to figure out how to put them on. Again, on the pinky wave that I was going for, I have Sephora blushes. This is Passionate, and this is Charmed. They're too similar in my opinion, and Charmed is a little more different than what I already have in my collection. I don't know if you can see on camera, but in real life it's very pink. It looks orange on camera right now, but it's very pink. So I'm keeping this, seeing if my mom is interested in this one. But now, this is the NARS blush in Dolce Vita. I really like this. This is like a really dusty rose, and I've had it for a while. I like it very much. And then we have Gingerly, which frankly I do like, but I find myself not using it enough. And if I'm going for a more orange blush, I'm gonna go for Faded Clementine. So I'm gonna get rid of the MAC. And then this really cute case. I have actually, I wasn't using the cream that came with this She Glam Adventure Time, so I have a mini little NARS blush. I forget the shade, but I got it with purchase, so keep it. And then let's go into creams, shall we? Let's go into creams. All right, we have cream blushes. First of all, this is Salt New York's, I forget the shade, but it's my perfect blush. Then like creams, liquids, this is my favorite blush. Will not get rid of this. And I love this compact. And once it's done, I will get another one. So I also love this Violet FR in the shade Marnie. A lot of people use this as a bronzer. I hate that little brush. I hate that little brush. but a lot of people use this. This is not mold, it's just foundation. A lot of people use this as a bronzer, but it is a perfect bronzer for me. I just put it on as blush and bronzer, and it's fantastic. It also is great for my oily skin because it's more of a dry formula. This Nude Sticks Rusty Rouge. Is this the... Okay. Haven't used this in months. I'm out. Like, I can't anymore. Again, with this stupid brush. But it's like, it was unique in my collection when I first got it, but I have shades like this now. Let's take a look at Fox by Merit. This was once my favorite blush. Now I feel like I have the Salt New York, and I just am not using this. So I'm going to pass this along. Now, this is definitely I'm keeping around. This is Half Magic Brownie. Yeah, Magic Brownie. And I forget the name, but this is the Ritual Defy. I think it's Eros. I love these formulas. I might use some of the compacts that I'm trying to use as mirrors to house these. Some of my favorites. Now, this is Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks in Petal Classic. It's a really beautiful pink for me. And yeah, I'm definitely keeping it around. Great formula, etc. Professional reviews. Now, this Kir Weiss is also a keep. I used to use it quite a lot. I forget the shade name. But, okay, it was going to be a keep, but... Oh, hold on. Yeah, so here's the thing. It's pretty dried out. And, okay, now that I've kind of warmed it up, it's creamier again, which is just a reminder for me to use it because I love this blush. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in this little bin just to check that the formula is still working fine. And if it's not, we'll get rid of it. But if it's working, I'll put it on top of my dresser to remind myself to use it. And then finally for creams, we have Sublimate from Phytosurgeons. This is not mold, but I will say something about, it's a beautiful shade, but something about the Phytosurgeons like delivery mechanism of product, I never reach for this. So I'm gonna put it in my maybe bin. I don't know, it's something about this, the compact, that stops me from using it. It's something about it. I don't know, but now that I've kind of cleared some things out in my collection, maybe. Okay, and then liquids. This is the only true red blush that I have. It's from a friend in Brazil. This is a Brazilian brand, Bruna Tavares. It's gorgeous and I'm gonna keep it forever. I use it specifically during the holidays, but I'm gonna make an effort to use it more frequently. I'm gonna put it in my keep. This e.l.f. one called Bronze Bombshell. I find that this is straight orange and there's not a lot of depth. Nothing special about this formula, and I'm just gonna move it along. Say Rosy. I'm loving this. It's a beautiful pink on me. It might look a little more nude on camera, but it's pretty pink. And I've been wearing it non-stop now in the winter, and I can see myself wearing this a lot in the spring as well. I really love this formula. And then my two babies, the Chanel Le Beige in light peach and deep apricot. I'm not going to swatch these because they're so messy. You have to burst the little bubbles to mix the pigment. They're getting a little old, so I'm going to make an effort to wear these more. So these are quite annoying to put on, but they're so worth it once you do. They look so light and beautiful. All right, let's reorganize and reassess. Okay. Blushes. Let's do a count. Let's do a count of how many we've kept. Not counting, we'll count the blushes that have been put on probation. So okay, we've kept 17 and decluttered we decluttered 8, which is frankly better than I thought we were gonna do today. We'll see how we feel about these. So maybe we decluttered 10, but we'll see. Now for bronzers, so we've kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6, and we decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, decluttered 5, and then we kept 1 highlighter and decluttered 4. So let's count how many things were decluttered in total today. 17 things, if I counted correctly. Also, I forgot to add these 2 to my total blush count. So here's the thing. Not to say like, congratulations to me, I decluttered 17 things. Actually, this is like, okay, 17 things I ended up, except for a few things like this, which is pretty much used up. It's like 17 things I didn't need to buy because the things I already have are perfectly fine. So this is just a reminder of like, this is how much waste I am producing. And even if I finish the products that I bought, that's still waste, right? That's what I leave with you today. Make sure that when you're buying something new, there's actually a need for it in your collection. Okay, that's it. That's the declutter. I hope to see you again. Please remember to subscribe and like the video. Again, I'm usually not this demure, but I'm a little tired. I'm a teacher and a porter things. You know how it is. All right. See ya. Bye-bye.